Hi guys, James Killen here. Today we're going to talk about intensity in the gym and intensity with your leg work. I'm going to take you through a leg extension protocol that I use to blast my quads and also warm them up. As I do my one-legged leg extension warm up now, I'll talk you through what we're going to be focusing on in this video. We're going to be focusing primarily on intensity and in the same breath getting as much blood into our quads as we can. The idea with leg extension is not a taxing movement on your central nervous system. The idea is just keeping the weight moving, pumping as much blood into the muscles, getting the quads firing, getting the quads warm, and ultimately giving them a chance to grow, causing that trauma within the muscle that's going to promote an adaptive response, which is essentially making your quads grow. Remember, we don't tone, guys, so if you're females, this will work for you as well. This is going to make your quads look sexy for summer. We've done our warm-up, and we'll be getting in for our traditional two-legged leg extension. What we're doing is 5 continual sets with 10 seconds rest in between. Our first set, we're going for 20, and what you're going to notice in this video is how I manipulate my shin position. So you'll see I will widen my shins out, which is going to focus on the teardrop, the inner part of the thigh, and then I might do 5 or 6 reps with a neutral position or narrow, which will focus more on the mid to upper part or the rectus femoris, even sometimes the outer sweep. But essentially, don't focus too much or worry too much about the particulars, just worry about keeping the weight moving, and again, intensity. The whole purpose of this video is going to be intensity, 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 short rest, genuine 10 seconds off. You might need to set the clock up to really get a feel for how long you're taking, because you'll be amazed how quick 10 seconds go. Second set, 18 reps. Again, don't get too hung up on the numbers. If you, first time you do it, if you only get 15, doesn't really matter. If you misjudge the weight, doesn't matter. Again, it's just about doing your best to keep the weight moving and pushing yourself to a position where you're forcing your legs to create an adaptive response again, which is going to be grow. All right, into our third set now, which I reckon is probably the hardest. Third set, 15 reps, because you're 2 sets deep. We're about 45 reps in now. We're starting to hurt. The quads are pumped. We're starting to get fatigued. Face is getting red. Still focusing on getting those shins in and out, changing the position, changing the focus of our of the stimulus, and rep at a time, just blast up. Now, if you need to rest, you rest 3/4 of the way down. You don't rest in a full rest position. Makes life too easy for you. Again, it's intensity. Just do whatever you can do to keep the weight moving. If you've got a training partner, they can help you up with a few extra reps to try and keep you going. This would probably be a little bit heavy the first time you've done this, so I'd encourage you to make the weight a little bit lighter at this stage. 10 seconds, and we're straight back in. And we're going to go for 12. Again, just keeping that weight moving. We don't go right down, we sort of go probably 9/10 of the way down, just so we're not clonking. Again, we want that tension on the quads. So if we're going all the way down and resting, we're turning the quads off and we're giving them a rest, which we don't want to do. Keeping the weight moving, good, and just sort of jerk it up. Again, as much blood as we can into the quads. And this is probably the reason that a lot of people give the leg extension a bad name. They jump in, they do their 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 12, and claim the leg extension is a waste of time. Now, of course, squatting, leg press, all the big heavy weight leg movements are going to be great, but this is certainly one that's going to add some quality to your legs and definitely some size as well to your quads. And the good thing about it as well is it's not taxing on the central nervous system, because we're not using a heavy amount of weight. It's not like a 100 rep squat. You will be able to do this a couple of times a week. You can see I'm pretty cooked there. Shake it out. If you're sick enough, get in, do a second or third round of it after a few minutes rest. But again, guys, the idea is intensity, and you'll find this is going to be a nice little warm up for your squatting and your leg press. So it certainly won't detract from the big movements that will really promote your growth. I challenge you to give this a go next leg session and let me know how you go. Ciao.